Air Cartier Monday night. That was air traffic controller and hurry, hurry. Monday night radio dead air. How the fuck is everybody doing out there? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, jackasses of all ages. We are on Monday night radio dead air. If you have something you'd like to hear, send me a request at request@radiodeadair.com. What do we got for you tonight? Gonna pull one out of the vault for you. Plus, gonna have some producer spotlight. And of course, as always, live. What the fuck is wrong with you? You like the studio? It's gotten a little bit more situated. Of course, apparently my some of my amplifiers are in space or the abyss. I'm not entirely sure which, but as you can see, they're edging their way out of our reality. So yeah. It's Monday, I'm here, I'm taking requests, playing the music. I like that one. That's a new one I just heard, air traffic controller. I've got that, and I've got a bunch of other neat music tonight because, oh my god, I've had time to prepare today. It's been a busy little weekend for me. My girlfriend's in town. And we went to, I picked her up in Chicago because it's cheaper to fly into Chicago than it is to fly into Shermer. I don't know, the air traffic guys, they have trouble finding a place to land for some reason. I don't understand why. But I went and I picked her up, and we decided since we were in the Chicago area, we're going to make a little bit of a mini weekend of it. So we stayed over and we had lunch with Brian, Last Angry Geek. We had lunch on Saturday, which was nice and cool and all. And we were in the mall for this. And apparently, Kat's from Manchester, so they don't have this. The whole idea of the mall Easter Bunny is not a thing they do. And, sitting there thinking about it, I don't really get it myself, honestly, because with Santa, when you're a kid and you go to Santa, you sit on Santa's lap, you're telling him what you want for Christmas. You want yourself your Game Boys, or your Tonka trucks, or your My Little Pony, or whatever. You ask, you're going there to ask Santa to send a memo to the elves to create a cheap Chinese knockoff of whatever you want. That's how it works, right? Anyway, that makes sense to me. But the Easter Bunny, going sitting in the Easter Bunny's lap. What do you ask the Easter Bunny for? Because he's going to bring you candy or candy. It's, do you want candy or do you want candy? I just don't grab it. And of course, we were making the Mallrats jokes. Easter Bunny did this? He's fucking dead. Except this poor Easter Bunny guy. He had that big, happy Easter Bunny head on, but his posture was all just like, I don't know what happened to me or my dreams. I don't know. Something. Oh God, let me die. That was kind of the posture of the poor Easter Bunny guy. I felt for him. I felt for the dude. Because he's just sort of like, why did this happen? Why is this my life? I don't know. But we did the lunch, and then that night we were going to hang out with Doug and Rob and his friends Jason and Jory and whatnot. We were going to play Cards Against Humanity. But when we left Brian and till we met Doug, there's like a big time gap in there. So we did a little bit of stuff. We did hit the Best Buy. We grabbed a drink or whatnot. But we realized we still had like 3 hours or something. So we're like, well, there's a movie theater right over here. Why don't we go watch a movie while we're waiting? And that seemed like, a sensible thing to do. We'll go watch a movie, and it'll be great. And we went and we looked, and we're like, Winter Soldier. She hasn't seen Winter Soldier yet. So we'll go see, wait, Winter Soldier isn't. That's going to let out way after time. We're going to meet up. What's playing right now that's going to let out about the time we need to meet up with? Okay, Rio 2. I'd never seen Rio 1. All I knew is it involved birds somehow. But it was, we're gonna kill some time, so we'll just watch Rio 2. And we're about an hour into the movie, and Kat leans over and says, "You know, maybe we should have just sat in the car for 2 hours." And she was right, cause there was one laugh in the whole movie. Just one solid funny one part where I actually went, "Oh my god, that's hilarious." Nothing else. One laugh. The entire rest of the movie, it was like, okay, well, this is you're setting up for a joke, which I know exactly where you're going, and that's exactly where you went, because I saw that we knew that was going to happen again, and okay, we're doing it this other, yeah, I got there 5 minutes before you actually got to the punch line, okay, and oh, okay, now we're gonna sing a disco song for no good reason in the middle of the, oh Jesus Christ. And it bugs me. I don't know. It just bugs me because I don't have a problem with kids' movies. You know, I love most of the Pixar stuff. Fuck, even Cars is watchable. It's not good, but it's watchable. But you know, it's not a matter of it being the genre or whatnot, because fuck, you're lying if you say Toy Story 3 didn't make you cry. And you know the scene I'm talking about. If you've seen Toy Story 3, you know that one scene. You were crying. You were bawling like a small child. And you're lying if you say you weren't, because you know. And, you know, it's not impossible to make a movie that everybody can fucking enjoy. It's not hard. It's just a matter of writing, because the quality of the animation in Rio 2 was perfectly serviceable. It was good. I didn't see any like things that were going, oh, that looks shitty. No, it was good. It was just the writing was shit. It was predictable and awful and not funny. So it's not impossible to make these movies that everybody loves, even though they're geared toward a younger audience. There's still something everyone can watch. You know, I will never grasp this. Someone actually had to write this script, handed it to other people, and they went, "Yep, this is a great film. We're going to spend millions of dollars to make this." And I don't understand, because it wasn't, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't have done that. They did a bad thing. I guess what I'm getting at here is don't go see Rio 2. Just don't. But later on that night, we went to hang out with Doug and Rob and their wives and Jason and Jory. And we all sat down, and a couple other folks. And this is the first time Kat had ever played Cards Against Humanity. And she took to it. She was great. In fact, everybody else at the table loved her, because no matter how horrific the things she said were, because she had the English accent, it sounded very legitimate and respectable. You know? And they loved that shit. So that kind of works. But there was another guy who said, "Oh, I've never played before." His name was Matt. He was at the table. And come the end of the evening, Matt, this one guy who had never played Cards Against Humanity before in his life, I think he works for RogerEbert.com. He won. He had just all of these horrible, horrible things that he did. And Doug, I was surprised Doug wasn't winning, because he was coming up with some horrible shit himself. And my cards were not good for me, because I kept trying. Occasionally, I got a good one in, but it had to be one of those subtle ones, because I didn't have any of the really over-the-top shit, so I had to be witty. I know. It was hard. But we made that work, and It was fun. I had a whole lot of fun. And everyone was drinking like a son of a bitch, except me, because I had to drive. But everyone else was drinking. And yesterday was Easter. Easter, as we all know, is the day that Jesus rose from the tomb and they rolled away the stone, and he came out and saw a shadow. And if he goes back in the tomb, it's 6 more weeks of winter. So I don't know if he did or didn't. Did he? Are we going to have 6 more weeks of winter or not? I don't know. You have to tell me. I don't keep up with the news. But it was... It's just, that's another one I just don't get. I don't get how we've gotten from, the resurrection of the Son of God to chocolate. Mind you, chocolate is wonderful. Obviously, if anything in this world could be said to come from our Lord, it would in fact be chocolate. But I still fail to see the connection. Chocolate and marshmallow bunnies and chicks. The one that really busts my head open is they make chocolate crucifixes. And I'm thinking, when Jesus comes back, if and when Jesus decides to return to this world, he's going to see these chocolate crucifixes. And he's going to be like, Jesus Christ, really? No, me. Really? Really? This. I died on this thing. They put nails in me. And I was hanging on this thing. And I died. And now you're making it out of chocolate for the kids to eat. What is wrong with you people? Why? Chocolate, for kids. It's kind of like, the honey glazed SS symbol, I don't get it. Because the crucifix was a nasty fucking thing Romans would do. They didn't just crucify Jesus. They crucified bunches of motherfuckers. You'd look 2 ways crossing the fucking street. You'd get your ass nailed to a piece of wood. That's just what they did. It was nasty shit. And now we're all just like, oh, it's the crucifix, it's chocolate. Read a book! Read a book! That shit's horrific. I don't know what's wrong with you people. You make me sad with that shit. Let's see. What else happened over the week? So, the big announcement, I guess, of the last week, in case you didn't hear, David Letterman is very quietly stepping down from The Late Show, which he's headed for many, many years over at CBS. And his replacement, Stephen Colbert, which, don't get me wrong, I love Stephen Colbert. He's a very funny fucking man. What he did at the White House press corps dinner that one year was a thing of glory and beauty. He destroyed everyone in the room, and they just had to sit there and take it, and it was magical. But the problem is, Stephen Colbert has been, he's in his element with his show. Stephen Colbert being Stephen Colbert the way he wants to be, he created a new thing. Well, his own way. His show, his own way. That's what makes him incredibly funny. I couldn't be Colbert. You couldn't be Colbert because Stephen Colbert made this whole thing, magic. But moving from that to doing David Letterman's job. And again, don't get me wrong, David Letterman, very talented, did amazing stuff in late night television. Made Jay Leno look like a schmuck because Leno kind of is a schmuck. And yet, what they're trying to do is they're forcing Colbert into Stephen Colbert into David Letterman's chair. And I don't know how well that's going to work. I'm not doubting Colbert's talent because he is, incredibly talented. It's just, why make him do someone else's shtick? Why make him do the Letterman? I know he's going to do it his own way, but there's still going to be limits on what he's going to be able to do, and he's not going to be doing the Colbert persona anymore. And people were saying, well, it should have gone to Ferguson. It should have gone to Craig Ferguson, which, you know what? That would have been fan-fucking-tastic, because that man would have killed in Letterman's chair. He seriously would. He would have just ruled. But, meh. Such is TV, such is the way it works. I not that I'm saying I don't wish him well. He could surprise us all and make a very interesting silk purse out of a sow's ear. We don't know yet. We'll see. We shall see. But I don't know. I love Craig Ferguson, though. He's a brilliant man. So, Monday Night Radio Dead Air, KRDA. We've got your requests, and I'm pulling one out of the vault. We've got Producer Spotlight. And, of course, coming up in approximately 2 hours from now, live What the Fuck Is Wrong With You, which I'm telling you right now. And if you click that link down here, I'm not referring to my penis, just so you know. Down there, the big red link, not my penis, the big red link down there. If you click that, you'd know when What the Fuck Is Wrong With You is, but I'm telling you, and you'll still ask, because right now you're not listening to a word I'm saying. I could be just saying gibberish. I could be saying nanny, nanny, poo, poo, fuck. And you wouldn't know, because you're not listening. But we got that. Tara's going to be here tonight. I've got some really fucked up stories. Catherine's found some. I found some. You found some. C'est la vie. And all of that and more. But right now, it's time for the Invisibles. I'm excited about the Invisibles tonight because I found you some really great shit, I think. For those of you just joining us first time, Radio Dead Air used to be audio only, made the jump to video a few years ago, but there's a lot of really good songs don't have videos, hence why I take some time out to showcase some of these musics for you. Yes, is what I do, because I'm that nice of a guy. And I've got some old stuff, and I've got a really new one that I'm saving for last, because I am looking forward to sharing that with you. Is that... I just noticed the background. The curtains are all speckly. Got to adjust the green screen bit. Well, that's too much. Trying to adjust the green. Let's see. I'll pick key color mouse. I choose you. I choose you. Can we fix this a little? Or is it, no, it's not gonna, you're not gonna behave. Maybe if I clip the black a little, that work. Too much. Oh, damn it. Live, everyone will just have to survive. Oh, that looks even worse. Hooray, I made it worse! I made it worse! Yay! Let's see if we can see here. Oh, God. Live chroma key is such a bitch, you guys. You don't even know. white clip work? I head out of the way. Clip white. No, that's making that worse too. Clip black. That makes that worse, so just fuck it. Pump the threshold up a little. Okay, that seems to work some better. And no. Okay, this is officially the point I say fuck it. We're just gonna play the music. Because as entertaining as watching me play with buttons is, I'm sure, we're just gonna play the fucking music. I'll have to play around with it some. Got the, as you can see, I got the green screen all nice and set up the way I like it. Even though, and now now what's going on? What is that? The hell is that up there? What are you doing, green screen? Fuck's sake, I twitch one little thing and the whole thing goes batshit on me. There we go. What the fuck? Fuck you, green screen. You're being a little shit. All right. Now that I've everyone's out there going, this guy is an idiot. I thank you. Let's see what we're doing here. Little Elvis Costello. We're gonna go back a ways. This is from the album Get Happy. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, and this is called The Imposter. Radio Dead Air.